Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys have been enjoying the content on the channel as of late. Excuse me if just the lighting in this video is kind of iffy. I would do stuff, but I don't know if you can see right, uh, right there. It's hard to point at it. There she is, right there. She's moving. Um, got a little kitty cat, my Kiki Boo. Just taking a little nap. So I'm just gonna be a little bit lower voice today, and just being a little more casual with this video, um, because this is very specific of a topic. But I was just noticing this lately, and I just want to get just curious on your guys' views on this. And that's to do with insurance payouts in the film world. Because the story just came out just recently about Mission Impossible 7, Dead Reckoning Part 1, which I wasn't that big on. And apparently a lot of people weren't big on either because it didn't make its money back. And, usually the old thing back then, back in like 2017, 2018, not that long ago, studios would would not deem it a success and move on to the next thing, whatever the next thing be for them in terms of moneymakers. But apparently the Mission Impossible 7, they got a massive insurance payout because I guess they had a lawsuit that happened, but they were able to get a insurance payout which is approximately $70 million to compensate for production interruptions and to make it into a profitable film. So, let me read a little bit right here. So Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 received a massive insurance payout after a lawsuit. Again, this is coming from a Screen Rant. This is from, actually, no, Collider reported on this. So let me go to them. Here we go. Here's their story. So Hollywood movie studio Paramount has revealed that it received $71 million due to the COVID-19 pandemic delaying production of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. The movie, blah, 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 after a difficult box office run where the film was unfairly pushed aside due to the Barbieheimer factor, this cash injection should deservedly push the film towards profitability. This is, okay, yeah, so this is obviously a very favored, whoever wrote this article is clearly in favor for this. Very biased read. I don't think that insurance payouts should exist. I think that is an escape code. I think that is a way to make something profitable when it clearly isn't, and to because apparently they filed a lawsuit. Because Paramount, they filed a lawsuit against Chubb's parent company, Federal Insurance, after only receiving $4.4 million from their insurance policy, arguing that the cast and crew could still fulfill their duties despite being infected with COVID-19. Who's saying that? Is that the company, Paramount, arguing that the cast and crew could work? I don't know how that's going to go, but still, regardless of that, though, this is an illustration, because this has happened before with other things. I remember Batgirl, I believe, got some kind of payout because of its cancellation. WB needed to find a way to validate their decision, so I think that they made a payout for that. I just don't think that these sort of tactics are justified. I think it's just it feeds into my original theory, which is, where studios are just more content with the quality of a film, like how a film is received versus how the movie performs financially, and they'll just figure out some way to cover their losses, because Mission Impossible 7 got a lot of positive feedback. And it is getting a sequel. At least they filmed both movies back to back. So they're trying to validate their financial decision on the sequel. Because if Mission Impossible 8 was not on the table, believe me, they probably wouldn't be going forward with an eighth movie because of all the, their financial burdens and shit that came out with the film. So, but it is at the end of the day is an escape code. I mean, we can even go further than this. Like, let's talk about the strike, which we haven't talked about the strike enough on this channel. Really, we've done like multiple videos on it. They just passed a bill here in California for the strike, which says, I'm trying to find it here. It was for like unemployment benefits, I believe. Let me find it right here. Do they have it? I don't think they have it. According to an analyst, the strike has cost California $5 billion, which is insane if that statistic is true. But where is that? Here, let me get more specific. California bill. Here we go. So yeah, California passed this bill to give striking workers unemployment benefits. So striking workers in California, including writers and actors still picketing Hollywood studios, would be eligible for unemployment benefits under legislation state lawmakers passed on Thursday. And apparently, Gavin Newsom is facing a critical decision on whether to sign the bill into law and help provide financial relief to striking entertainment workers and other union members walking out during an era of rising tensions between labor and employers in California. So basically, they're for it. So, again, you do not get to you are not deserving of an escape code because of a bad decision. You know what I mean? Like, in this instance, both studios and these unions, you guys are both at fault for this, in terms of your your individual stuff. But it all boils down to the same ideas of like insurance payouts, finding ways to, unemployment benefits. It's all in the same vein where it's all about finding a way to cover their losses, finding a way to validate their decisions, someone to justify their current circumstance. Like, that's all what it boils down to. And to me, it is just blinding. It's just people not wanting to be accountable for their own actions and understanding that they made a bad decision, So, because that, like, bills being passed for something like this just illustrates how poor of a decision, that you have made. Why does Newsom need to pass a bill for this sort of shit? You should be smart enough to know what you're getting into. Why does Paramount have to go into a lawsuit, for a film that they financed, and then having to, basically fight for an insurance payout that they didn't earn anyway, because their movie didn't perform well at all or anything like that, and there's no justification for getting stuff like this. All it is just a means to justify a decision. And that to me is just not right, Own up to your shit. Like, just, I've been noticing this lately. People, like studios and just, with the strike more often, it's just people are just so lacking of accountability, and they just want to point the finger and just find a way to cover their ass, and not really own up and say, hey, you know what, I fucked up. I didn't do the right thing, or maybe I made a wrong turn somewhere, So, because back in 2016, 2017, if a movie failed, the old idea was that the studios just wouldn't do a sequel or do anything of it. But nowadays, that doesn't matter. Like, how many films do you know from this year that are going to get sequels in the next coming years that are not financially did not perform well? I mean, I could name a ton of them: Transformers, Mission Impossible. Pretty sure Barbie. Well, Barbie actually did really well. What am I saying? I'm trying to think of other ones. There's a bunch of them. a bunch of films that didn't do well that I'm pretty sure that are going to get follow-ups. So, and it's like, or like, or just maybe they're getting insurance payouts like this. It's like, it's just so slimy, and it's like why, why, and I know why. It's because they're just narcissistic. They don't want to admit that they made a bad decision, you know. So, but yeah, yeah. So if your movie failed, it failed. Don't be doing a follow up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not, you haven't earned that place. So, um, so yeah. So, but yeah. So that's gonna be it for me, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. And yeah, I just been noticing that lately. It's like why do these things exist? And just doing some research, I was like, oh, so it's just studios trying to find a way to cover their losses. So, but but yeah, guys. So that's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys know your thoughts. If you guys are into finance, like anything specific like that, let me know about insurance payouts. If you guys are familiar with it, do you guys think that that's justifiable, or do you like me, where you're just like, this just seems kind of slimy? You let me know in the comment section below. And that's gonna be it for me. Say bye bye to little Kiki right there. And I've got my bro hanging out, so I gotta hurry up. So, but yeah, that'll be it for me, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.